All right, you guys, it is a big week from January 25th through to the 31st. Welcome to another All Signs, Their Feelings for You, where we're going to take a look at your person and how they feel about you. Now, we just saw Venus come out of conjunction with Pluto this past week, and now we're going to see Mercury come into conjunction with Venus, where there can be conversations about topics like relationships, values, beauty, and maybe some apologies on the way as well. But before we get started, let's go ahead and get a message from our sponsor. Psychic Source has been one of the most trusted names in spiritual guidance for over 35 years, connecting people with truly gifted advisors through phone, chat, or video. If you're not satisfied with your last paid reading, they'll make it right with their satisfaction guarantee. Right now, Psychic Source is giving my viewers an exclusive offer. You can get 40 minutes for just $19.80 using my code Violetta. Just go to trypsychicsource.com/Violetta or click the link in the description or take a look at the pinned comment down below. When you're finished, and if you're feeling generous, let me know how your call went by commenting down below in the comment section. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with your weekly reading. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and see this person's feelings for you. Think about the person in your mind. Show me this person towards Aries. Okay. 5 of Wands in their feelings for you with the Knight of Wands. 5 of Wands reverse. With the Knight of Wands and the Sun, you could be dealing with a fire sign and the Strength card. Very strong fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person seems pretty confident in regards to you. There's a lot of passion. Like, this person is so over the moon ecstatic in regards to how they feel. I don't think an army of 1,000 could really stop this person, not to be dramatic. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So in this person's feelings, we have the 5 of Wands reverse, the 2 of Swords reverse, and the 6 of Cups. This is somebody who likely thinks about you all the time. If this is somebody who maybe feared being vulnerable with you at one point, or maybe was afraid to tell you their secrets or whatever it is, I think that they're not avoiding that anymore. There's some decision that they're making to be vulnerable with you or potentially gift you something. Like, for instance, this person could bring you flowers, or, you know, they could show up at your work or your job with a meal or something like that. And it feels like they're trying to make some kind of peace, but at the same time, they know they can only do that if they're giving you something, okay? Or they feel like it almost feels like they think that they owe you something a little bit. Okay, I'm hearing the word sugar. They feel like they have to sweeten you up is what I'm getting. And the way that they're seeing you is the Death, the 10 of Wands reverse, and the King of Pentacles reverse. So this is somebody who feels like you've ended things, or you have decided to no longer take on some kind of commitment with them, okay? Because this can be where we're just like, yep, F the responsibilities, I'm not doing it, this is done, death card. I'm not doing it. So something must have, they must feel that something had to have triggered this energy from you. And they feel like you're evolving into something else. But I feel, oh, the 5 of Swords behind that, I feel like they're very determined to get you. That's what that looks like to me. Can you tell me about that Death card? The Queen of Cups. They feel like your feelings have changed. They think that your feelings have changed. For the better or for the worse? I think it's for the worse. Ace of Swords. Well, I don't know about better or worse, but they definitely feel like you have a lot more emotional clarity. It almost feels like a lot of you guys were very used to carrying maybe a lot of the financial labor or a lot of the emotional labor, something like that. But something clicked for you with that Ace of Swords. Maybe it was through a conversation or some kind of insight that you have or will have. And so they feel like it's almost like this level of detachment, especially if you've carried a lot on your back in regards to this connection. And I mean, I see them showing up like with that King of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reverse though. Like, and it's interesting because the way that I'm seeing it, right? Let me show you. The way that I'm seeing it for their actions with the King of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles reverse. See how the King of Wands back is turned to that? Like, if you're if you're like blocking them, I think I got this for your individual read as well. If you're like blocking them or, you know, you're like, I don't want anything to do with you. I'm not saying they're going to like push your boundaries to an unhealthy level, but I definitely think that their confidence seems to be so high that they don't really feel like your no is actually a no. Or if you block them, they don't really feel like they're going to stay blocked. Okay. And I'm getting the word audacious. I think I got that word for you in your individual reading as well. Go check that one out because it really reminds me of this. What are their intentions here? The Eight of Wands reversed. Give me one more. I'm getting like pushy. The Temperance reverse. They're doing too much. Like, I feel like they're going to do too much. Like, it almost feels like they're trying to take shortcuts. Okay. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, how do I explain? Let's say that they're supposed to take accountability for something. I don't know. Let's say they're supposed to take accountability and like apologize. Instead of doing that, they're like buying you flowers and they're showing up to your work with food and they're like wanting to take you to Starbucks or what, I don't know, whatever it is. I'm not saying it has to be financial, but it's like they're being a bit pushy. They're a little they're very impatient. There's a lot of fire energy on this person. What are Aries feelings for this person? What are Aries feelings? The Queen of Pentacles. So you're either committed or you want to be, but at the same time, I think you guys are very much putting yourselves first. The High Priestess reverse. Ugh. You could be putting yourself first, even though I think that you're still committed to a point, but you may be putting yourself first because of like a lie that went wrong or some kind of secret came out or whatever. But I think really, especially with that Knight of Cups there, you want to come towards them. There are feelings there, although I think that you're putting those on the back burner in some way. Tell me about that High Priestess reverse. The Four of Swords reverse. Something about this unsettles you sometimes. And so I think a lot of you guys have a hard time trusting your intuition with this. Mutable and adapt to transformation. Embrace change with open arms, for it is the catalyst for your evolution and growth. So it's asking you to surrender to some kind of change that's occurring. And the way that they're viewing you is the Death card. So something is definitely changing in regards to your life. And I feel like it's changing because it's asking you to evolve in some way. I'm not saying that you're in the wrong here, nothing like that. I'm just saying that there's a reason why something about this happened in order for you to evolve, change, grow, and it's asking you to remain adaptable. Okay, it's asking you to welcome the change and be fluid. All right, so that is what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, whether call or text, you can do so at hipsy.com/violettaalexis. You can find all of the information in the description box below. Thanks a lot, Aries. Have a good one. Bye for now. Hey, Taurus, how's it going? Let's go ahead and see your person's feelings for you. Show me Taurus's person. The Tower reversed in their feelings. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. They're resisting some level of change that is required to keep the relationship moving forward or to make it move forward. But it's like there's some kind of fear. There's some kind of fear that they're projecting from their past onto the future that is causing them to continuously you know, make some kind of repeated mistake, or it's like they're trying to control how things are changing instead of just like controlling their actions or reactions or whatever it is. Clearly, you guys have some level of unfinished business, and it seems like they're pretty hopeful. You know, they are very hopeful. I think that something has already happened between the two of you that was pretty shaky. It probably shook up the connection, maybe destroyed parts of it, but I think those parts needed to be destroyed. The star being here, to me, I like this. I mean, even though there's some level of unfinished business, it seems like they're understanding they have to be vulnerable, or they're attempting to, they want to share something with you about some kind of open-ended issue that the two of you have gone through. Why is that moon there? Why is that moon there? Thank you. The Three of Swords. Oof. They're afraid that you're going to hurt them. They're terrified that you're going to hurt them. So, like, the best way that I can explain this, like, this person may be somebody who learned that love is not safe, or that if I show weakness, aka vulnerability, then said person is going to take advantage of me and I'm going to get my heart broke, right? And so they're projecting those fears into the dynamic, into the connection, or onto the relationship. Yeah, see? Which is contributing to their unhappiness, or contributing to them, again, not being vulnerable. Because I feel like things could go a lot better if they were, or if they were vulnerable with you. But they're trying to remain in some kind of emotional control, which is like, to a point, yes, we have to control our emotions, but it's like to their detriment a little bit. So let's see how this person is perceiving you. How does this person perceive Taurus? The Sun reversed. Okay. We have Leo. We have Pisces. We have Scorpio. The Nine of Cups reversed. Oh, man. Okay. Well, it gave me two, so I'm going to take it. The Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands reverse. This is somebody who feels like you're a bit self-serving. Okay, whether that's true or not, because this is kind of like giving me spoiled brat vibes a little bit. All right. Hey, to each their own, baby. But they're looking at you like you're pessimistic because you feel like you're not going to get what you specifically want or individually require out of the situation. And because of this, it may have caused some level of codependency between the two of you, or they may feel like you have codependent habits. Okay. And they feel like you are kind of all about like me, what I want, when I want, how I want. And sometimes you got to be like that, right? But this is somebody who feels like you have very specific expectations for what commitment, relationship, you know, finances, business, whatever. Like you have a very specific expectation for what that should look like. And they feel like you're getting frustrated because something either isn't meeting your expectations, or some kind of plan between the two of you didn't necessarily work out. Now, this is somebody who feels like they can have some level of longevity with you, maybe marriage or just a long-term relationship, or even go into business with you. But again, there's something about them feeling like you're very frustrated. Why the Three of Wands reversed? Although I think it's because they just feel like you're not really getting what you want. Why the Three of Wands reversed? The Seven of Wands. They feel like you're frustrated because they couldn't maintain something that you had expected of them. Like there's something maybe about money or commitment or effort that they feel like you're stressed out about. Tell me about that Nine of Cups reversed, please. Ace of Cups reversed. There's some kind of it's almost like they feel like you're withholding emotion because you're not getting what you want, or there's some kind of false start here because you're unhappy about something. Well, what are their future actions towards Taurus? The Ten of Swords reversed. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. It feels like a cycle is repeating. And the Four of Wands reverse. Goodness gracious. They're having a hard time overcoming something. They're kind of bringing, again, they're bringing some kind of past issue, whether that is regarding you or not, into the situation, and it's causing them to become very critical of the situation and insecure. And so there's not really a whole lot of stability. Like, I think they want to get on the same page with you, and I think that they're willing to fight for this, but at the same time, I think that they're heavily guarded as well. What's Taurus's feelings for this person? The Emperor reversed. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. There is some kind of codependency here. The Six of Wands reversed. Goodness gracious. I'm going to be honest with you. It feels like you're feeling the need to control the situation through empty promises or wishful thinking. And then like when this person calls it out or something like that, you don't want to pay attention to it, or you want to be avoidant or something like that. Reverse this if you need to. Okay. Like you seem to be pretty guarded about something. So there seems to be a cycle that's kind of repeating here. Your advice is Sagittarius. So this is about more so like, you know, higher thinking, using your higher mind to solve issues, being more optimistic. You know, it says rising flames, let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. So maybe this is a side thing, but it may be saying like there can be something in regards to travel, education, something to do with teaching, mentoring, life coaching, something like that, or even religion or spirituality that you're needing to explore because it's a part of your purpose. Okay. Something, but it's asking you to be higher minded in regards to whatever this is. But this person definitely feels like there's some kind of commitment here, or there's some kind of longevity, but they feel like you're just never happy, or you're never satisfied, and you're maybe defensive, or like something like that, or you're withholding. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Great. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with yours truly, whether through call or text, you can visit me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. Thanks a lot, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see your person and their feelings for you. Show me Gemini's person and their feelings for Gemini. Ooh, Judgment reversed with the Queen of Swords reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. This person seems pretty ticked off. Although they seem to be somewhat revisiting this situation, at least in their mind, but the more that they revisit it, the more pissed off that they become. The Devil reversed. It feels like they are, I heard disinterested. Okay, the King of Cups. I need to know what that Judgment reversed is. I heard ignoring the truth. The Ten of Cups reversed. It's like weird because they love you or they're in love with you and their feelings are very genuine. Like the feelings for you are definitely genuine. They do love you, but they feel like you're really ticked off at them and you keep revisiting something or bringing something back from the past in your mind and it keeps triggering you, and they may feel like you either take it out on them or they just get really sick and tired of revisiting something. And I feel like with that Judgment reverse, they don't want to revisit something anymore. That Devil reverse tells me that they're detaching from it, either because A, they don't want to take accountability, or B, they've already felt like they took accountability and they don't feel like they need to keep doing it. And so there may be this hesitation, really, or this disinterest in coming together, or again, bringing up some kind of truth, because they feel like with the Ten of Cups reversed, they keep pouring water into a bottomless cup. Okay. Or they feel like they keep trying, but misfiring in the relationship, or again, like just trying to fit a square into a circle, like something like that. And I feel like this has caused this person a lot of confusion, or they feel very confused, maybe even a little paranoid, or just really in their head about things. What's that Devil reversed about? Yeah, the Seven of Cups. There's like this energy of either limerence or fantasy or confusion or not seeing things clearly that they're detaching from. It feels like they're giving themselves a bit of a reality check about something. And I feel like if they had some kind of fantasy in their mind about what this should look like or what they want, it seems like they're trying to remove that, like some certain expectation, and they're trying to be mature about the situation. Like they feel like they need to hold space for you or be very mature about something. How does this person see Gemini? The Page of Cups reversed. They feel like you're being immature, or you're like a victim or playing victim. Let me see. Okay, I'm hearing jealousy. The Seven of Swords reverse. The Strength card. They feel like you're holding back a truth. Why do they think they're holding back a truth? Why do they think Gemini's holding a truth back? The World reverse. Because it's old news, or you don't want to have, it seems like you both don't really want to bring something back up from the past. Although it's almost like this energy of them, feeling like something is just right on the tip of your tongue, but you're not saying it. That's what I'm getting with that. Okay. Tell me about that Page of Cups reversed. The Seven of Pentacles. They feel like you're getting a little impatient. But at the same time, you're debating on whether or not to, now this is just their perspective. They feel like you're debating on whether or not to be invested still, or to say this truth, or to play victim, or to hold back emotionally. What do they think this truth is? The Fool, something about like a new opportunity or some new path that they feel like you want to talk about, that's right at the tip of your tongue. Or maybe it's around some kind of reckless decision that someone made, or somebody's desire to have a new journey in a certain direction. What's this person's future actions towards Gemini, please? The Three of Cups reversed. Oh boy. Okay. The Page of Pentacles reverse. It feels like they're falling back. The Page of Swords, but they're watching. They're like watching you, stalking you a little bit. This person is committed to you in some way. or they feel like, you know, they could commit to you or they could marry you, or there's some kind of relationship dynamic or potential there, but you guys have a lot of misunderstandings that cause some kind of disconnects between the two of you. And I think with that 3 of Cups reverse, they're kind of feeling like they have to pull back, or they may feel like they have to disconnect from you because they're kind of bored of a situation potentially repeating, or again, if they feel like they keep trying to put effort towards a specific direction and it's not working out, they could just like stop putting in the effort. But they are watching you. What's that 3 of Cups reversed? The 3 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like they may be pulling back either from a third party, or they're pulling back from you because they feel like you have a third party. What's Gemini's feelings for this person? The 6 of Pentacles reversed. The Page of, there's a lot of pages here. And the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you keep like, there's like this moving on and then walking back energy, moving on and then walking back energy. And it's like you submit to a situation or you just kind of let it go, whatever. But then again, you walk it back because you still want the connection. Tell me about that 6 of Pentacles. It seems like you're feeling somebody else took advantage of another person here, or you're pulling back your energy because of some level of paranoia. Why that 4 of Cups? The Chariot. You're disappointed because you wanted things to move faster, or you want to have a victory in the situation, but you're kind of disappointed with how things are going. Like it seems like you're wanting to reach out or say something, but then you're like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to do it anyway, you know, or whatever it is. Because I think that you want them to reach out, or you want them to address something. The Moon is your advice. And Veil of Illusion. Lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically. So I feel like there is a truth on the tip of your tongue. And I don't know if it's your truth about yourself, like something that you've hidden that you have a guilty conscience about, or if it's them. And there's like, you have an opinion about something or you want to say something. It's telling you to, I feel like it's telling you to listen to your intuition about the situation, but it's also telling you to trust your intuition because you're needing to see something clearly and for what it is, especially if you've been suppressing it or ignoring it. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with yours truly, you can do so by visiting hipsy.com/violettaalexis. Thanks a lot, Gemini. Take care and bye for now. All right, Cancer, it is your turn. Let's go ahead and see your person's feelings for you. Show me Cancer's person's feelings for the Cancer. Okay. The Fool. All right, so that's good. The Moon. The Hangman reverse. I get one more. And the 10 of Wands. This has been quite heavy for this person. They're carrying a lot of burdens, stress, whatever it may be. They are here, though. They're willing to take some level of responsibility, or it seems like for the most part, they're willing to take this on, okay? And the stress and the crap that comes with it. But there's fear. And a lot of this fear comes from the unknown, or if you guys have been through things before, there may be this fear that things are going to repeat again. This person, okay, maybe you feel cursed, I don't know. This person is having a hard time seeing the reality of the situation, or they feel like they can't. But that Fool there tells me they're ready to jump into the unknown, despite having no idea where this is going to go. I look naked. I'm not naked. or how this is going to happen, or how you guys are going to, maybe I need to go back a little. Okay. Alrighty. This is not naked tarot, guys. Okay. So this person is still ready to jump into the unknown regardless. They're kind of just like chucking away, but they're still having a hard time deciding how to go about this or what kind of plans they should make in regards to the connection as a whole. I do want to see that Hangman reversed. The Queen of Swords. They don't have clarity. They feel like they don't have clarity. Tell me about the Moon. The Knight of Cups reversed. There's either a fear of being manipulated, or there's some kind of fear around over idolizing you, or maybe not really seeing things clearly. You know, it's kind of like limerence, or, you know, maybe it's too good to be true is kind of the vibe here. So let's see. How is this person viewing Cancer? How is this person perceiving the Cancer? The Six of Pentacles. So they see you as being very generous, being very giving. You have something to offer. They feel like there's some level of equal give and take, because there's something about this person feeling like they're carrying a lot of emotional weight, but you're still like, you're showing up though. But let's see. Yeah, the King of Cups. Wow. They feel like you're being very stoic, emotionally mature. The King of Cups is my favorite king. You know, he's very emotionally mature. He's very stoic. He's not going to allow petty arguments or petty drama or whatever to enrage him or ruffle his feathers. And so I feel like this person finds this attractive. Because not only are you being very generous with your time, energy, resources, whatever it is, you're also being very mature about it. Eight of Swords reverse. They feel like you're not confused about what you want. I really like this. I really, really like this. Give me one more. The Queen of Pentacles. Like, this is somebody who I feel is looking at you like you're sure about them, or you're sure that you want to commit. At least that's how they're seeing it for the rest of this month anyway. Okay, so I don't know. Like, look at this. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go places in this connection. You know, we're gonna go places, or you know, this has long-term potential, or whatever it is. I feel like my mic is too loud. Let me just, there we go. Hopefully that'll be okay now. So let's see this person's future actions towards you. I really like this. I think you guys have the best one so far. Okay. I just heard Jerry Maguire in my head. Jerry Maguire. I have no idea. I don't know. Okay. The Sun reversed. Are there actions? Okay. The Three of Wands reversed. They seem to be hesitant. Something is making them feel a little pessimistic for some reason, or they're in their ego because they feel like something isn't happening fast enough. There's some kind of paranoia. They may feel like you're not really offering them something and you're just looking for attention. Yeah, see, they're paranoid. Look, told you. Look at this. They're getting paranoid. They don't trust something. I don't understand what changed all of a sudden. Well, I guess it didn't really change because it already showed that they were afraid, but they're not. It doesn't look like from their perspective, you're acting from a place of fear. I feel like it's just their own fears, or maybe there was some past issues between the two of you or on their own individual level. What are Cancer's feelings for this person? What are Cancer's feelings for this person? Three of Pentacles reversed. You do feel like you guys are not in an agreement about something. You guys could work together. Seven of Cups reversed. So you're thinking maybe from a very logical perspective. The Empress energy. So you're nurturing the connection. So if you are a masculine, okay, if you're a man or a masculine, somebody who identifies as masculine, I would say that regardless of you having disagreements with this person, if you're masculine and you're dealing with the feminine and that's how you view the feminine, I don't think it fucking matters. I don't think it matters because you're like, nope, don't care. You know, the creme de la creme, this person is the creme de la creme, and that's what I want. And I don't care if we have, you know, disagreements. I choose this person. Okay. If you are a woman or somebody who identifies with feminine energy, then I would say, even though you may have disagreements with this person, you are, and you're being very realistic about that. I don't feel like you're chasing this person down for a day old wiener. I don't feel like you're chasing this person down with a stick. You are there. You are feeling beautiful. You're ready to nurture what they give you, whether that's bad or good. So I like it. Your advice is hidden keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. And Aquarius. I really think that this is going to take some out of the box thinking in order to make this work, if that's what you guys want. I also feel like what I'm getting with that hidden keys, it makes me feel like one foot in front of the other, slowly but surely. And I also believe that there needs to be some kind of like work on the friendship between the two of you. I think that'll really help. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, whether call or text, you can visit hipsy.com/violettaalexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Thanks a lot. Bye for now. All right, Leo, you are up. Let's go ahead and see your person's feelings for you for the end of January here. Show me Leo's person's feelings. Okay, the Temperance card. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups behind that. Ooh. I feel like there is definitely, no, I don't even feel. There is absolutely a mutual love here, especially with that Temperance card. Mutual attraction as well. It's almost like there's this energy of the love or the emotionality of the connection either makes the sex better or will make the sex better. That was a very specific message. Page of Cups reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Fool reversed. Well, it's really interesting, Leo, because, you know, underneath it all, this person has a lot of hope. I think this person has very strong feelings. I believe that you do as well. Queen of Cups is usually, you know, mutual love. That Temperance there tells me that this person is content with where things are. So, for instance, if you guys are having a little bit of a tiff or something like that, they're like, well, I'm fine where I'm at. I don't really feel like I need to apologize or put in some kind of, you know, gallant effort. I don't feel like I need to be the one to take some kind of initiative. Like there's something here. Okay. So if you guys have been separated or something like that, they're like, it's okay. Like I can wait this out. I got all the patience in the world. That's where their energy is. Okay. Now, if you guys are not necessarily separated, but you're still having maybe some issues or something like that, or maybe you're not even having issues, this person is finding contentment with how things are without feeling the need to really put in some other kind of effort. Okay. So they don't feel like they need to go above and beyond for one reason or another. That's what I'm getting with this. Because this person, if you guys did have a bit of a tiff or something like that, they may be either doing this out of manipulation, or they can be like, they can be someone who's very critical of you. I'm just getting this energy like, well, I don't need to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that. I'm not like, or it's just like, oh, I'm happy where things are. I don't feel like we need to make this a big deal, or I don't know, something like that. Because I'm getting this very patient energy from this person. How's this person seeing or perceiving Leo? The 10 of Swords. There it is. The Magician. This person feels like you did something that ended up causing some kind of ending. Like you initiated, or let me see, or you intended. Ace of Pentacles, though. What's that 10 of Swords about? Because this is like a really bizarre 2 of Swords reverse. I need one more. A decision that you made. The Knight of Pentacles. Like the weird, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of somebody who is just kind of waiting for you to do something. Because there was either a betrayal or some kind of ending, and this person does not, like, they're feeling kind of at peace with not initiating anything, or, you know, jumping when you snap kind of thing. Like they're like, all right, what are you gonna do? You know, because they're looking at you like you're the one that, if it's gonna happen, you're gonna be the one to make it happen. Because this is somebody who feels like you have a lot of power, somebody who's very talented, gifted, you know, and they may feel like you have an intention to plant seeds with them, to have new beginnings with them, and you're willing to put in the effort. And they see you doing just that. Okay. I definitely feel like this person was probably not very happy with you at one point. It seems like they were pretty triggered, pissed off. They may have felt like there was some kind of manipulation between the two of you, or I don't know. What's this person's actions towards Leo? The 4 of Wands reverse. Damn, this person is giving me very stubborn. They're very stubborn. I could sit here all day. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Ace of Wands, though. Ooh, it's like the attraction is so strong. It's there, but it's almost like they're holding themselves back. That's what that looks like to me. They're like, oh, it's up to you. Balls in your court, you know? The Queen of Swords reverse. Because they're triggered or they're pissed off. They don't really seem to be. 9 of Cups. This is a very... yeah, look. Yeah. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands. They're like, this is somebody who's strategizing. What do they want with Leo? Or from Leo, whatever. Really? Okay, the 5 of Wands. This person wants an argument. They want a little bit of fight out of you, you know? Maybe they want you to like pull their hair or grab them by the collar of their shirt, or who knows? I don't know what this person is. The High Priestess reverse. They want the truth. They want some kind of truth. They want some kind of truth. They want to know the truth. Why the 4 of Wands reversed? The Judgment. They want a truth from you. That's what it really comes down to. So basically, this person's like, thinks that the balls is The ball is in your court, basically, because something happened and they feel like maybe either A, because something is perceived as your fault, they feel like you should be the one to XYZ. Now, if they're the ones that screwed you over, even then they're like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait and be cute or handsome or whatever, and you know, Leo's gonna come around. What are Leo's feelings for this person? So it depends. It depends on what side of the fence you're on. The Wheel of Fortune. So you want movement for, why do I keep, you want movement forward with them. There's no doubt about it. You feel like this is very faded. And I think that you're kind of the same mind frame to an extent. You both are kind of standing your ground on something. Although you both want each other, like freaking string here. Even though you both want each other or you both love each other, there's still like this kind of stubborn stance that you guys are both taking. And you're like, that's okay. I could wait all day too, you know, or something like that. Yeah. Hangman reverse. I'm telling you. Oh God. I feel like you guys just need to F it out. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And then house 5 comes. People talk about the 8th house like it is the house for sex. Genuinely, the 5th house, do not sleep on the 5th house, baby. Woo! Do not sleep on the 5th house. That's the fun sex, okay? The 8th house sex is like, you know, it's so deeply intimate and I'm crying all over you, you know, or whatever. Not always, okay? But the 5th house is like kinky fun, right? And Leo, this is your natural house, the 5th house. It says, embrace potential, explore an abundance of opportunities with an open mind. Answers reveal limitless horizons for your journey. Okay. Well, maybe you need to see what else is out there if this really isn't working out for you. You know what I'm saying? For others of you, if this is something that you're wanting to explore, try to approach it lightheartedly. Try to have fun. Try to make this person laugh if that's what you want. Or like it's trying to tell you to not take something so seriously. Not saying that you are, but for some reason it's telling you not to take something so seriously. Flirt, be cute. I feel like that's what this person wants. I'm getting kind of like this push pull coy shit between the two of you. Okay. So Leo, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, you can visit hipsy.com/violettaalexis. Thanks a lot, Leo. Take care and make it a good one. Bye for now. All right, Virgo, you're up. Let's go ahead and see your person's feelings for you. Let's see. Okay, the 2 of Cups. All right. 3 of Swords and the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So they're overcoming some kind of heartbreak. They do love you. There's something about this connection that feels very different to them. And it's on a romantic level, in my opinion, as well as a friendship level. There's some level of camaraderie. The sun. Could be dealing with a Leo. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. Get one more here. Whoops. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is you. Okay. It almost feels like they're waiting for you to come around, or they're waiting on you guys to heal something. There's a lot of happiness that you bring to this person, and this feeling of, you know, this is my husband or this is my wife, you know, or just this very strong, like there's a foundation. They feel like there's some level of foundation. They're not all the wiser for something. The 3 of Swords reversed with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. There's a lot of focus on the past and past heartache and things like that. It feels like they haven't quite learned some kind of lesson, though, with that Wheel of Fortune reverse. because there's some cycle that's been repeating between the two of you guys that they're very well aware of, and they may feel like, okay, you know, maybe Virgo isn't learning their lessons, maybe I'm not, you know, any wiser for this or whatever it is, but they are optimistic as fuck. You know, that's one thing I can't say about this person is they're really optimistic. Give me one more on that Wheel of Fortune reverse. The Five of Cups, yeah. So there's some regrets, there's some sadness around how things have gone. And I think they're trying to remain optimistic that things can change. They're there, like they're committed, you know, even if you guys aren't together, they're like, oh, no, I think this is my person. You know what I mean? How does this person view Virgo? Because you are quite literally in their feelings with that Queen of Pentacles. Like, you're there. They still need to learn lessons, though, because they keep focusing on the past and what didn't work out instead of like, how can I do things differently? It's just all joy and, you know, heart pumps and whatever, whatever other kind of pumps. The Seven of Cups reverse for how they're viewing you. So they feel like you're making a choice based on realism. Like you're being very realistic. The Knight of Swords reverse. The Hangman. What's that Seven of Cups reversed? What is that? Oh, I see. The Moon. So this is somebody who feels like you're making a choice based off of, for the most part, logic, yes, but also your intuition. And they're seeing you as just kind of following their lead, kind of going with the flow. This is somebody who feels like you're not necessarily stuck on this or attached to a specific outcome. They see you as someone who has perspective. They also see you as someone who maybe has sacrificed a lot with the Hangman being there. The Hangman sacrifices a lot. So, you know, they don't feel like you're stuck on stupid. They don't feel like you're charging towards them. They feel like you're just watching or waiting. Three of Cups reversed. For some of you, they see you letting go of a third party, or it's that you're kind of isolating yourself a little bit. What's that Three of Cups reversed? The World reversed. They may feel like you either A, have unfinished business with a third party, or there's some kind of unfinished business that you and this person have, and you're like not really dealing with it at the moment. You're like, whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. I'm not going to act impulsively. I'm just going to kind of chill. That's what they see you doing. What's this person's actions towards Virgo? The King of Swords reversed. Ew. I'm just kidding. Okay. The Strength reverse. The Two of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords reverse. Tell me about that King of Swords reverse. The Eight of Cups reversed. They're trying to offer you something, but they feel like you're not really in an agreement about what that offer should look like, okay? And this is somebody that isn't really sure what to say. I feel like they keep revisiting this. There's something about them constantly revisiting this connection or constantly going back to it mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever it may be, but they're not feeling super confident that they can maintain or really, if I'm going to be honest with you, like handle you in some way or handle this situation, because they feel like there's a lot of responsibilities that they have and this kind of adds to it in one way, shape, or form. And they just feel like they don't have a whole lot of clarity because they feel like you're not really giving it to them. Like, you know, even if you're married to this person or you're living with this person and, you know, maybe you're walking by and they like don't know how you feel and you're just really not, you're just like walking by them and not saying anything, you know, or whatever it is. What are Virgo's feelings for this person? What are Virgo's feelings for this person? Okay. We have the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Wands. I think that you feel like this person is trying to take advantage of you or sell you short. I think that you're like, oh, I really like the attention that this person gives me, blah, 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 blah. But you're pretty confident. And I think that you're just kind of like, yeah, you're just trying to use me. Or, yeah, you don't really got it like that. Or you're, you know, writing checks your ass can't cash. What's that King of Pentacles reverse? Yeah, you feel like this person doesn't got it. Like they don't have something to offer you, really. But you're attracted to them. You like the attention, I guess. We have River of Release. Drift along the River of Release where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. And then we have Mars. That's quite interesting. Mars. So I feel like this is saying stand your ground. Don't carry some kind of burden that's really not yours to carry, whether it's like anxiety or you're worrying about what this person is doing or whatever the case. Just keep moving forward. Like, do what you got to do. I don't know if you need to take some boxing classes or go to the gym to, you know, what is it? Lay off some steam. I can't remember. Whatever that saying is, you know, but definitely go ahead and do it. Just make sure that your boundaries are high. Like, make sure that you're standing up for yourself. Your boundaries are high. You just keep moving forward, okay? So Virgo, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can visit my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session, whether text or call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/violettaalexis. Thanks, Virgo, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Libra, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see your person's feelings for you. What is this person's feelings for Libra? Nine of Swords. Okay. The Emperor underneath that with the Lovers reversed. They definitely feel like you guys are having some communication issues or some disagreements. Maybe third parties potentially, but I didn't get that at first. And it seems like this person is just like, okay, you know, I have to remain detached. Even though they're stressed out, they have some kind of anxiety. The Sun. They're trying to stay optimistic and independent. The Nine of Cups. Oh, and the Four of Wands. Well, that's why. This is like somebody who, in my opinion, I feel like this person wants to take care of you. Like, I know it sounds corny, but like be responsible for you. Be somebody who is that very like masculine figure in your life, even if they're a woman. Like, that person who's going to take care of you in one way or another, but they kind of feel like it's either unrequited or not really equal, or they may feel like you guys have a difference in morals or values, or some kind of lie occurred that, you know, really went against somebody else's morals. Okay. So this is somebody who's like, well, Libra is everything that I want. I see Libra having my kids or having Libra's kids, or I find myself wanting to move in with Libra or marry Libra or whatever. There's a lot of joy that you bring to this person's life, and they look at you like, oh, Libra has everything I want in a person, Nine of Cups. And I feel like the fear is coming from losing that. Because there's something about this person being so stoic and independent and I don't need anybody. And I feel like to an extent that's true. Because that Emperor and that Nine of Cups. But for some reason, you make them feel like if I were to lose this, I don't even know what I would do. Why the Nine of Swords? The Knight of Cups reverse. Feel like if they couldn't have you emotionally, you know, is this too good to be true? Does Libra really want me? Or, you know, is this going to work out? Like, how does this person view Libra? How does this person view Libra? The Queen of Wands, the bad bitch, you know, the one that speaks his or her mind, the one that says what everybody else is thinking, the one that doesn't care what anybody thinks, the one that's sexy, the influencer or the movie star or whatever it is. Like the Queen of Wands is, wow. You're two queens away from an empress. They feel like you're getting ready to become some kind of empress energy. You're getting ready to become some kind of empress energy in their life. Or in your life, excuse me. In their life too. Six of Pentacles reverse. They feel like you're taking advantage. Queen of Cups reversed. So we're just missing the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who feels guilty about something that they said or did. And they feel like you're detaching from whatever that is with that Seven of Swords reversed and that Devil reversed. You're feeling very confident, very secure in yourself, taking care of yourself. But they feel like when it comes to them, you're really not giving to them because you don't trust them. Or you have emotional issues. Okay. Why the Six of Pentacles reverse? They either A, feel like you're not attracted enough to them, or B, they feel like you have someone else. Okay. That's how they feel. What's this truth? What was this guilty conscience, truth, whatever? What was this? The Judgment reversed and the Moon. Somebody who is trying to hide something about the past. It's very watery. Something to do with some emotional situation. What's this person's future actions towards Libra? The Fool. Okay. This person wants you, Libra. Okay. Pathetically so, but I think it's really cute, honestly. The Five of Pentacles reverse. They're like, okay, it's a new day, Libra. I'm ready to venture. I'm ready to venture out. I'm ready to be unblocked now, you know, or I'm ready to unblock you, or whatever the thing is. If there's been some kind of separation or discrepancy between the two of you, I feel like they're ready to come out of that. The Seven of Pentacles, they're heavily invested, baby, financially or otherwise. But they're kind of losing their patience because they want something to happen faster than maybe you're allowing it. The Two of Cups reversed. They feel like you guys are having a misunderstanding about what? The Eight of Pentacles, about a certain standard, about some kind of standard. Or somebody may like want, like maybe for instance, you want more of this person's time, okay? But they can't give it to you because they're like a CEO or who knows what the fuck they're doing. And so I feel like that could be where the, okay, I heard disillusionment kicks in. What's Libra's feelings for this person? The Nine of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Guns a-blazing. The Ten of Cups reversed. The Ten of Swords reverse and the Ace of Swords reverse. You're pretty guarded, either because of some kind of lie that was told or some kind of betrayal or something else, but you seem to have a lot of questions. I feel there's like a protective mode or energy that you're in right now. I still think you want to fight for this. Tell me about what that Knight of Swords is trying to do. The Two of Pentacles. You seem to be trying to go back and forth about an emotional situation. Maybe something about this, that past issue or whatever, emotional issue. We have Fantasyland. Make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. Well, I told you about something about, is this too good to be true? And then Mercury. So this is about being very logical. Okay. Like, for instance, let's say this person has certain expectations. Let's say that they're rich and they want you to be a kept man or a kept woman, right? I just want you to stay at the house and I'll give you 20 grand a month. I don't know. Sign me up, right? Just kidding. I am a Taurus rising. Just kidding. But so I feel like you guys need to have a serious conversation about what the expectations are. That's what it feels like to me, because somebody's living in la la land, or things might actually be too good to be true, and we're needing to be very honest with one another or even ourselves about that. Okay. So Libra, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session, whether call or a text, you can visit hipsy.com/violettaalexis. Thanks so much, Libra. Take care. Make it a good one. I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now. All right, Scorpio, you're up. Let's go ahead and see your person's feelings for you. What are Scorpio's person's feelings for the Scorpio, please? Damn, 3 of Swords. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. They may feel like you're very independent. You don't need them, even though they want an opportunity with you. 9 of Pentacles plus an Ace of Pentacles makes me think of 10 of Pentacles because it's +1 Pentacle. So it makes me feel like they want some kind of commitment. They definitely feel they're heartbroken over some kind of unfinished business between the two of you. No doubt about it. The Star, hopeful though, very hopeful. Okay, this person has learned a lot. Even though you guys have not had some kind of closure or some kind of discussion that apparently needs to happen, or whatever it may be, this person has matured to a degree. They're wanting to be very vulnerable with you about how they're feeling and how heartbroken they are. They're very hopeful though. The Empress reversed. So if you are a feminine, okay, then this is somebody who feels like you're not really showing up or nurturing this. Okay, or they may feel like you have some kind of self-esteem issues that contribute negatively to the connection, although they still see you in, they feel like you see yourself differently than they see you. So what do I mean by that? They feel like, let's say for instance, that you're just like, oh, I'm fat and ugly and blah, 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 whatever, right? And they don't see you that way. And there's some kind of hope to change that. Now, if you're a masculine, then this person is heartbroken over some kind of unfinished business that you have. That still stands true. And they may end up deciding to be open with you and more transparent with you about some insecurities that they have around the connection. How is this person viewing Scorpio? The Four of Swords. I'm getting indifference. Whoops, it gave me 2. I didn't mean to. Strength reversed and the Magician reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Scorpio. This person feels like you are very indifferent to the situation because you're not confident that you can really make this work, and you don't really want to bite off more than you can chew when it comes to the connection. They may feel like you're spending a lot of time alone because you're not trying to give into some kind of weakness. Like they feel like you are really thinking a lot about the connection in a very logical way. Like they may feel like you don't really have any specific intention to make it work, or and they may also feel, for a very few of you, this person may feel like you go into hiding when your ego gets trampled or when you start to doubt yourself or whatever. Okay. Because it might be that before, like potentially, if you were somebody that really gave a lot to the connection before, or you really put in a lot of effort, they may feel like you believe you were settling in that situation. But I believe that they're ready to circle back and try again, because this looks like a past connection to me. And they may feel like you're healing from something. Tell me about that Four of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. They may feel like you're working on your finances, focused on your money, or really just taking very good care of yourself. Okay. But there may be something regarding your finances that they feel like you're trying to focus on. Unless you're in another relationship. Then they feel like you might be focused on that. What's this person's future actions towards the Scorpio? The Temperance. Okay. So they're willing to play the long game. You know, I don't think they're interested in taking shortcuts or anything like that. The Six of Cups. They think about you all the time. They're thinking about you in the near future. And they may feel like sometimes this is just impossible, but if you guys have a little bit of patience and a lot of vulnerability, you could actually make it work. That's this person's perspective. Nine of Wands reverse. They're letting their guard down. It's weird because, yeah, King of Pentacles. This person may end up being very generous with their finances or with their commitments to you. Because they're really giving to this. Okay, I keep hearing that there's some kind of mother, or there's like motherly influence somewhere. I don't know why. It just told me to say that. And so this is somebody who's like, it doesn't really, like, what's the best way to explain this? They don't feel like they have to, you know, put up their sword and fight for this, because they feel like you guys are going to come back around towards each other anyway, no matter what. Like there's something that they feel is kind of destiny between the two of you. For some reason, that's what I'm getting on that card. Like you guys will always circle back, or you belong to each other, or I don't know. This person may have realized that something about their own personal ego really got in the way of getting them what they wanted when it came to you as well. What are Scorpio's feelings for this person? The Judgment. So you want to reconcile. If there's anything you need to take accountability for, I feel like you're willing to do that as well. But mostly, I just feel like you're ready to reconcile. The Hermit reverse, you've learned a lot. You've gone through the dark night of the soul kind of vibe. The Lovers, you absolutely adore this person. I mean, this is something, in my opinion, that you feel is very life-altering. And I think that you also feel like you've learned a lot about yourself through this connection, and you feel like you're not going to get another chance like this. Or I feel like the sex is good too. I feel like the sex is really good too, okay? And there's like something about such a strong emotional bond. It's really hard to let go of. So you can lie to them, Scorpio. You can't lie to me, baby. Hello. All right. We got Capricorn. So maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. You have that in your chart. Winds of fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. So it's interesting that it says winds of fortune and then Capricorn. So I feel like there's something very fortuitous for the both of you at the end of this. But Capricorn is about playing the long game. It is going to take time. It is going to take work and patience and structure and all of those things. So I feel like that's your advice, if this is what you want. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. Hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can visit my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session, whether text or call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/violettaalexis. Thanks a lot, Scorpio. Take care and bye for now. Okay, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and take a look to see this person's feelings for you. What's this person's feelings for Sagittarius, please? The Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Two of Wands reverse. It's like they have a truth that they really don't know what to do with at this point. They're like, okay, well, You know, they may also feel like you said something to them and you made yourself very, very clear about a boundary or something. And they're not really sure what to do. Ten of Swords reverse, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords reverse. They really don't feel like, I'm getting, they don't feel welcome in your space. And they're kind of like carrying that feeling. I definitely think that you may have said something that hurt their feelings. The Emperor reverse. They don't feel like they really have any power here. The Three of Cups reverse, either due to a third-party situation or potentially some kind of drama that they may have caused due to them being too controlling or allowing their past issues to bleed into the connection in a negative way. So now they're feeling kind of left out. They're feeling left out. What's that Three of Cups reversed? The Two of Pentacles. They may have been juggling. Maybe you were, but I don't usually read it like that, so you just have to take it as it resonates. Tell me about that Ten of Swords reversed. The Devil. Maybe this person cheated, or there was some kind of sex scandal, or maybe this person has some form of addiction, negative coping mechanisms, or something like that that contributed to you cutting them out or being very honest with them about something. And they're just kind of like, what do I do now? Because this person could have like been abusive. You know, or is like, I hate to use this like red pill kind of wording. Ugh. But kind of like they're a beta who thinks they're an alpha or something like that. And maybe they were acting like that. I don't know. How does this person see Sagittarius? They feel like you're not in on it, baby. Like you're not here for the ride. You are not picking up what they're putting down. You're not smelling what they're stepping in. You're not feeling it. You are not in an agreement about something. And there's that Ace of Swords. And they feel like you very much spoke your truth, either about a third-party situation or some shit that you were just simply not cool with. Okay, I just heard you may tell a joke, but never a lie, or something like that. The Tower. So you get, wow. This person feels like you got a huge reality check or you had a big awakening about this relationship or this connection. And they're kind of looking at this like things have just absolutely crumbled. Knight of Wands reverse. Like something, I'm almost getting like something sent you into a spiral or may have kind of pressured you into some kind of low vibrational energy. So for instance, let's say that, and this is just an example, okay? Let's say that you did learn that this person had a third party and you wanted to make the third party jealous. So you sent this person nudes or something. I don't know, right? Like whatever it is. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like a weird, and they really don't feel like you need them at the end of the day. And they also feel like you have a lot to offer. Tell me about that Tower. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. You may have felt like this person was wasted. They may feel like you did something that was low vibrational because you found out the truth about them or a situation and you were concerned about what other people would think, so you felt like you had to grab some kind of attention or you had to do something that was like maybe a little provocative or something like that in order to prove a point. I don't know, that's a really weird, I know that's a really weird, now whether that's true or not, I don't know. But something chaotic definitely happened and they see you as reacting to that, or it's going to happen. But I feel like this is something that's already been going on. They may also feel like you communicated, sorry, I know I keep whatever, but they may feel like you communicated something to them that shocked them. What's this person's future actions towards Sagittarius? The Star reversed. So they're not really being very vulnerable. They don't have a whole lot of hope in this. Whatever that Tower moment is, they're having a hard time picking themselves back up. They will communicate to you. Probably about that specifically. Because they feel like a fuck up. They feel like a fuck up or something like that. The Fool reversed. They may travel to come see you impulsively, or they may end up calling you or texting you, DMing you, emailing you, whatever it is, very like recklessly. The Nine of Cups. The Lovers reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely a disconnect happening between the two of you, but they're trying to move forward with it. What are their intentions with Sagittarius? The Seven of Swords, to be honest with you. About what? It doesn't say a relationship, a marriage, a decision, some kind of legal issue. They have a guilty conscience about something that they did, and they're trying to be honest with you about it. They seem to be very hesitant with what they say because they're not being 1000% vulnerable. They're being very careful with what they say because to an extent you're what they want and they don't want to screw that up. What are Sagittarius's feelings for this person? The Sun reversed. So you're a little pessimistic, although I do think this person makes you happy and contributes to a lot of your happiness, or has. You feel like there's something unconventional about this. You guys really don't align. And I definitely believe that your guys' differences, like your fundamental differences, whether it's morals, values, spiritual, religious beliefs, whatever it is, like there's something that doesn't align, and that's why you're pessimistic. And you're kind of this energy of it's my way or the highway. You're definitely holding a grudge. You're holding a little bit of a grudge. You're pretty pissed off. Because you feel like either this person, okay, something might have happened with home wrecking, or you love this person or love them, or you guys had a family together or something like that, but something really changed or something really bad happened where you felt dethroned or something like that. What's the advice? Commitment. Commit to this next stage in your development and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. And Chiron. Oh my God. There's definitely some, like, I feel like you guys have either known each other for a long time or there's already a lot of wounds in this connection. So I feel like your commitment to healing these wounds alone and maybe with this person are imperative to your overall growth in the next stage in your life. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, whether text or call, you can visit hipsy.com/violettaalexis. All of that information is in the description box below. Thanks a lot, Sag, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Okay, Capricorn, you're up. Let's go ahead and see this person's feelings for you. Show me this person's feelings for the Capricorn, please. Damn, the Emperor reversed. Sagittarius got that one. The Moon reversed at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Swords reversed. The Five of Cups. This person definitely did something that they regret. Okay. The Eight of Swords. They're really in their head about how to take action. I think that this person is feeling a little out of control or feeling like they really need to get back control over the situation, but they don't really know how. And they're kind of stuck on that. The Knight of Swords. They also want to say something to you and communicate, but they're not really sure how to do that either or really what to say. I think this person also wants to ask you a question, but they're not sure how. So they're definitely feeling pulled towards you, but it feels like they want control, but they don't know how to get it. So they're just going to try to take action, and they're going to ask you questions, or they're wanting to ask you questions because they are very passionate about you. Tell me about that Emperor reversed. They're very frustrated because something didn't happen as fast as they had wanted it to. What's that Knight of Swords about? The Eight of Pentacles reverse. They want to know if they've ruined their reputation with you, I think. There's something about a standard here as well, or working on things if you still want to work on this. That's what I'm getting. Because there was something that they did, I feel that they regret. And it was either revealed by them or about them at some point. How does this person see Capricorn? The Ace of Wands is very attractive. They feel like you're an inspiring person. Like you literally inspire the shit out of them. It almost feels like you make them want to do better in some regard. Because they see you like up and doing stuff, or very passionate, attractive, all of these things. And I feel like they want a piece of that. The King of Pentacles. Somebody that they would commit to. Somebody that they, as corny as it sounds, somebody that they would like ride for, commit to, support. They feel like you're a good businesswoman or businessman. The Moon reversed. You've overcome some kind of fear, I think, in their eyes, or revealed some kind of truth. The Nine of Swords reversed. This person feels like you're not worried or stressed about anything, but within reason. What's that Moon reverse? The Three of Pentacles reverse. This is somebody who sees you as very inspired to have a committal relationship, or very inspired to focus on your finances. They see you as somebody very, very responsible and generous, whether it's with your time, money, whatever. And this is somebody who feels like you have let them in on something that you simply don't agree with when it comes to some perceived common goal between the two of you that you're not really down for. Or you had a disagreement about what you wanted the future to look like, or about a third party, or just basically something that you didn't agree with. And that was it. They feel like you weren't worried about it after that. And they could have felt like some kind of guilty conscience may have triggered you in some way at some point. Tell me about that Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, Queen of Swords reversed. You were triggered at some point, and they feel like you're just not worried about it anymore. They feel like you have a very specific focus on commitment or business or your money, something like that. And I feel like it's inspiring to this person, whatever it is that you're building or doing. What's this person's future actions towards Capricorn? The Nine of Pentacles reverse. I would be cautious because I feel like this person may end up over promising some things. The Two of Cups. They do love you, though. Love ain't gonna get you on the bus, right? Isn't that what 50 Cent said? Just kidding. Okay. Because this is somebody who doesn't feel good enough in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like they're trying to figure out how to get control back because they feel like they're not good enough. And so there's a lot of like, Ten of Swords. Oh my, the Hermit reversed. What's that Ten of Swords? The Page of Cups reverse. What's that Hermit reverse? The Three of Cups. Ooh, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be like a fear monger or whatever, but you may get a reality check about this person potentially. This person may, oh God, this is really negative. I'm not going to lie to you. But this person may overpromise something. And I do think they love you. Don't get me wrong. They're trying to connect with you, but they're overpromising things. And then there's either like a lie or them playing victim, or some kind of secret is exposed and this ends. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? Or it's that some kind of past betrayal that the two of you had, this person is like not apologizing for and they need to apologize for it. And they're not doing it. And then they go in like isolation because they're being a pussy or whatever. Sorry. What are Capricorn's feelings for this person? The Ace of Cups reversed. The Death reversed. Okay. The Queen of Cups reversed. You don't trust them at all. And it's because of some kind of past situation and you feel like they really haven't changed. And the more you hang on, the more draining it becomes. And so you're kind of the notion of like, okay, well, I'm just going to give to me, and all of that energy that I was pouring into this person, I'm just going to pour into myself because it's draining and you feel like nothing is changing, and something from the past, maybe you feel like it's repeating. And so you really don't trust it. You have Dreamweaver. Dreaming and imagining, bring your powerful vision into reality. I don't feel like this is about this person. And then you have Pisces. Sorry, just put my tongue. And then you have Pisces. Well, that's interesting because Pisces can be very much about dreams. So it's like, you know, if this is somebody who's not really doing it for you, like, holy shit, what do you want to do with your life? You know, with this Dreamweaver energy? Because I feel like the possibilities are endless. Honestly, you think about Pisces, has correlations with the 12th house. It's like a big, vast, you know, creative pool of whatever the hell you want to do. And I feel like you have a very specific vision, and I think that you just need to do it. But you need to have a very positive mind frame in regards to whatever it is. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, you can visit hipsy.com/violettaalexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Thanks a lot, Cappy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hey, Aquarius, you are up. Let's go ahead and see this person's feelings for you. Show me this person's feelings for Aquarius. No, I'm just kidding. King of Cups reversed. I'm just joking. King of Cups reversed. The Three of Wands and the Six of Pentacles reversed. It's weird. It feels a little manipulative. Feels a little manipulative. The Star reversed. They're kind of losing steam here. The Eight of Swords reversed. I heard, well, this has worked before. The High Priestess reversed. God damn. What's that High Priestess reversed? The Ace of... Jesus Christ, dude. It feels like somebody is like losing hope, and so they have like a lifeline, which is like manipulation or seduction, or I'm not really getting seduction though, or like telling you what you want to hear because they're losing, like they're grasping at straws is what I'm getting. And there's this feeling of like, okay, I don't have a lot of hope in this situation, but I'm too stubborn to be vulnerable, or I can't let this person, you know, I can't let Aquarius see my dark side or see my vulnerable side or my emotional side. And so I rather just suppress everything, even though nothing is really moving forward, yet I'm still expecting something, yet not giving the same thing that I'm expecting from Aquarius. Why the Star reversed? The Five of Cups reversed, because they feel like you're over it. They feel like you're over it. And that's why they don't have a whole lot of hope. Like maybe they feel like you've moved on, or you're like, yeah, that's not up for discussion. Have a nice day, you know, or like something. Okay, well, how does this person see Aquarius? How does this person see Aquarius, please? The Wheel of Fortune reverse. They feel like you're not really letting something go. And whatever you guys have been doing, they see it as like either you're causing this, or this is just a very repetitive cycle between the two of you, and they feel like you're interested in having control. If you don't have any control over it, you don't want anything to do with it, whether that's true or not. But I also think that they feel like you're trying to avoid some kind of cycle, or either avoid taking accountability for a hand that you played in something. The Knight of Wands reverse. They feel like you're all over the place. You know, you're not really taking action towards them. You're not feeling very inspired to do so. And it's like this person, to be honest with you, hasn't really learned a lesson, and they are looking at you like you haven't learned a lesson. Again, whether that's true or not, no fucking clue. Couldn't tell you, but that's how they see it. They're like, oh, Aquarius is just never going to get it. They just, you know, Seven of Pentacles reverse. They feel like you're not invested. You lost your patience. Nine of Pentacles reverse and the Justice, especially if like somebody here overpromised certain things and they couldn't live up to those promises. Tell me about that Knight of Wands reverse, the Page of Wands. They feel like you really don't take this seriously. That Two of Swords. The Sun reversed. You don't take it seriously. You're avoiding this. This is just their perspective. You're avoiding this because of your ego, or you're avoiding this because you just want peace. You don't want to take action towards it because you just feel like it would be a waste of time. And so you're very pessimistic about the whole situation. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune reverse. Oh, there's something about a lot of fire here in the way that they see you. They feel like your jealousy or insecurity is what keeps this connection going in some kind of repetitive cycle. Again, whether it's true or not. Jesus. It almost feels like they think you're kind of dicking them around a little bit. Like you're not invested. You're fucking, something about that Seven of Pentacles reverse is really standing out to me. What's this person's future actions towards Aquarius? Oh, come on. Jeez, these cards suck. Two of Cups reverse. Like you guys are on opposite ends of the room, just staring at each other, but not doing anything. King of Swords reverse. It's not really any communication. I'm not seeing any communication. Six of Pentacles reverse. They're not giving to it either. It's like, it makes me feel like either they're not communicating at King of Pentacles reverse. Ew. No. Immediately no. Three of Swords reverse. Ew, Jesus Christ. This is somebody who is, I feel, abusing their power in some way, or they're attempting to gaslight you about why a connection didn't work out. And I also feel like they're lying to you about a financial situation, or lying as to why they can't like pay you back or pay for things or give to this equally. And if anything, I feel like they're going to exploit this or exploit you or something. What's their intention here? The Temperance. They want, again, they want balance, right? They want that, like, They want or expect from you what they're not willing to give themselves. That's what I said in the beginning of the reading, and it's still the same. What's Aquarius's feelings for this person? Drained. You're drained. Nine of Cups reversed. You definitely don't feel like you're going to get what you want out of this. So what is the point of even attempting to be vulnerable or offer anything at all? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Jesus Christ. You're not... It's almost like you're kind of thinking in your head, like, I need something more substantial to not be afraid to be vulnerable, or I need safety, or I need something. I need some kind of security. And you're like, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. That's what it really comes down to. Damn, I'm sorry that was shitty. We have secrets emerge in the rhythm of cycles. The hidden is unveiled. Await the reveal with an open heart and mind. And then you have House 1. So this can be secrets about you that are revealed that you need to like keep an open mind to, and like secrets doesn't have to be like, oh, it can be like if somebody has an opinion about something or an opinion about you. It's like, it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go with that opinion or believe it, but there's something about that where it's asking you to keep your mind open. Because there's something about your individuality or your self-image or your approach to life, or it's saying that you need to be honest about something that doesn't sit right with you. Okay? So Aquarius, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can visit my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session, whether call or a text, you can visit me at hipsy.com/violettaalexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Thanks a lot, Aqua, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Okay, Pisces, you're up. Let's go ahead and see this person's feelings for you. Show me this person's feelings for Pisces. Five of Pentacles. Eight of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. Okay. Five of Cups. They said something that they weren't supposed to. That's what that makes me think of. Four of Swords, and they're definitely thinking about it. They're feeling like a dumbass, in my opinion, because they love you and they care about you, and I think that they said something when they had a moment of pride or ego, and either they got blocked because of it, or they pushed you away, or something like that. And so they're thinking about it. They're thinking about what a dumbass they are. That's what I'm getting. This person feels like a dumbass. Because the Five of Pentacles, because I hear them saying like, okay, dumbass, like, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it to say that? You know, that's what I'm getting. And they're just like sitting by themselves, eating their snacks, trying to think about why they would say something like that. Or why they would let their ego get in the way to that degree. Tell me about that Five of Cups. I also feel like they're trying to figure out how to get back in your... Yeah, see? Why did I do that? What was I thinking? Like, that is... I don't know what they did, but they're feeling like a dumbass. They feel like a dumbass. Okay. All right. How does this person view Pisces? The Lovers. That's why they feel like a dumbass. That's why they feel like a stupid ass. I'm not saying they are stupid, but I know you probably are, maybe. Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who's feeling like, why would I do that to the love of my life? Or why would I do that to the mother or father of my children? Or why would I say that to somebody that I have never had a sexual connection, an intimate connection, a romantic connection, a friend connection like this before? Why would I do that? Because they feel like you have so much to offer, and everything is so, like, so much of the two of you are so aligned. Ten of Swords. They betrayed you. They feel like they betrayed you. It's almost like Okay, this is a really bizarre example, but I'm just picturing you bringing like a fresh baked apple pie, homemade apple pie to their front door, knocking on it, and them answering, and you've been like, I made you a, and they just like slam the door in their face. It's almost like they felt as though something that you brought to them was so homemade or unique or sweet or kind or whatever, and they just like shit on it. The Nine of Cups reverse. I'm getting this feeling like they let you down. They look at you like somebody that they let down. And I'm going to be honest with you, they regret it. Like something that they did, they regret it. I don't know, maybe they've done this before, you know, regret is only so much if you're not willing to take accountability and change. I get it, but I mean, they're feeling the loss of you for real. And I feel like they're probably talking down to themselves quite a bit. Tell me about that Ten of Swords. The Tower reverse, because of something that needed to change that never did. What's this person's future actions towards Pisces? Damn, Pisces. The Hangman reversed. They're not, well, let's see. The Judgment. Okay, that's good. So it may take a little while. Okay, there's something that they've done that they deeply regret, and they don't even know why they did it or why they said it or whatever. Okay, and they're absolutely feeling the loss, especially because they feel like this is so rare. And so something's taking them a while. Like if you're not talking to this person right now, let them feel your loss. Let them feel it. Trust me. Let them feel your loss. Okay? Because they will end up having a reckoning about it. They'll be like, "Oh my God," you know, they will take accountability. They will take some level of accountability. And I think it'll likely lead to a reconciliation of some sort. That Four of Cups, they don't want to though, but they're also looking at this like, oh, I wish I would have done things differently. They keep focusing on how something could have gone as opposed to how it actually went. That Five of Swords reverse wanted to pop out. So they feel like a loser. They feel like a dumbass. They feel like a dumbass. The world. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to do the right thing. Tell me about that Four of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. This person, man, Pisces, listen, I don't know if this person's like a total piece of crap or I don't know who they are, but I genuinely believe that this is somebody who sees this as very much long term. And I think that, you know, fumbling something like the Ten of Pentacles really sucks. Why? Because the Ten of Pentacles is everything that you could have ever dreamed of when it comes to a partner, when it comes to a business, and they feel like they fumbled the bag. And they may end up taking accountability that they were taking you for granted. Judgment, Four of Cups. They're being very mature, okay? For now, I don't know. What are Pisces' feelings for this person? The Emperor reversed. I feel like this person is abusive. The Death card. Oh. Or controlling. Oh my goodness. The Magician. You feel like the power is in your hands. You feel like you know the truth. You doubted yourself and now you see it for what it is. You feel like this person is controlling or vindictive or, you know, a beta or somebody who doesn't take the lead, make plans, or somebody who's abusive in some way. Hopefully not. And you're like, you're just done. But let's see, what's Pisces' intentions with this person? Star reverse. I don't think you're trying. I don't think you have any hope in it. Unfortunately. I mean, maybe it's fortunately, I don't know this person. Wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors or your favorite tarot reader. No, I'm just kidding. To help you along. Okay. And then Yin. This is about being in your feminine energy, not feeling like you have to chase something down or initiate something. Don't do any of that. I would listen to the people that genuinely care about you to give you some sound and solid advice, because I think it's really going to help. And listen to your instincts, listen to your intuition. You know, do some journaling, do yin stuff, do some journaling, take some walks. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with yours truly, you can visit my website at violettaalexis.com. If you would like to book a one-on-one session, whether text or call, you can visit me at hipsy.com/ViolettaAlexis. Thanks a lot, Pisces. Take care. Bye for now.